Yeah. All right, Leo, we just worked on your short game. Just kind of go over what we went over. We worked on your chipping fundamentals, which was your setup, which you had wide feet. We moved it back in like so. We set up with the handle. Yeah. We had the weight move forward. We leveled your shoulders out. We set the handle more upright, which is causing those lower bump and runs.
Yeah.
We were having a little contact issues too, so having the toe set in instead of the whole bottom of it, it allowed you to have more ability to come through the ball without, we were hitting against the grain, so we weren't catching that grain. We were able to consistently chip the ball, keeping that weight forward and the handle up a little more. From there, we worked on pitch shots. Once again, mess with your setup a little bit, open up the front. We worked on our hands, our kinetic sequence from back here. Instead of driving our hands forward like we would a normal shot, we're working on a little more of a dumping action right here, which we were able to hit those mid to high flighted shots that came down very soft. We also worked on different trajectories. We worked on cupping the wrist so as to expose the leading edge a little bit more. We worked on cutting across the ball a little bit and also hitting it with a little draw action just to see what happens. We saw with the draw action, there's a little more rollout, whereas if we go across the target line out to in, we saw the ball fly go a little bit higher and land a little bit softer. So do you have any questions about what we just did out there?
Not many questions, but it's just, that was a world of a difference between the two, from where I started to where I afterwards, it was a world of a difference.
100%
Yeah,
agree.
because I had no approach on how to approach close-up shots or chip shots, and then even versus chipping versus pitching, I never knew, I had no teaching prior to that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So for your practice assignments leaving here, I would just suggest, without the ball, I'd go home and just get in front of the mirror, work on my setup and everything else. Maybe have like a dot on the ground, so where we're just really focused on that aiming, especially when we start opening the face a little bit.
Yeah.
We worked on that, just setting it and opening it up and see how our body type looks from there, and also checking and making sure our weight's for it and everything else.
Yeah.
With the ball, obviously I showed you the ladder drill there. We need to, when the ground's not as soft, because we've had some really rainy weather lately, work on those different trajectories. When it starts to firm up, you'll have to be able to control the trajectory a little bit more.
Right.
I know we were throwing the ball at the pin and it was stopping, but we got to be able to control,
even to
where
bounce.
so that'll control where we're starting the ball, or where our landing zone is,
Right.
and then affecting how or what we want our ball to do after landing.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of new concepts out there. I would just say go out there and just really trial and error, work on what we worked on, the knowledge you have now, and then you can see that feel piece comes into it, so it's not technical.
Yeah.
So, any questions?
No, not anything I can think of.
All right, cool.
Thank you.